So I expect you're wondering what you can be doing over the next few months as you prepare to come to Bournemouth University. So I want to share a few things with you. One of the things I'm really keen to tell you about is the range of scholarships and bursaries that we have here at Bournemouth. If you haven't done some research into these yet, then I really suggest you get online and have a look at them. Our bursaries are for students who need extra support whilst they're here and support students across their 3 years of their course, which is incredibly useful and helpful to keep students going in their studies and focused on their studies. In terms of scholarships, again, we have a range of these available to students, ranging from sporting achievements through to academic excellence. Details of these are available on our website. Some you might need to apply for pretty soon, so check out the closing dates. Others you don't apply for until you're here. Again, they're really great help and support for students as they start university life and helping them settle in. Now, another thing I'm sure is top of your mind and that of your families is accommodation. Where are you going to live when you come to study with us here at Bournemouth? Now, it's really important that you put some time and effort into researching what your options are, because what we do know is that if students are happy with where they're living, they tend to be happy and settled in their studies. So the type of accommodation you're in really does need to suit you and support you in your first year. So over the coming months, universities will be preparing for what's known in the UK as confirmation and clearing. This is a period where we receive the majority of exam results and work out which students we were able to accept onto our courses and which ones that we unfortunately can't. That also enables us to know how many places that we will have available for applicants during the clearing period. Now, it's very important for you to have a think about Plan B during this time. We do find a lot of students haven't even thought about what they will do if their exam results aren't quite what they were expecting and if they don't get their university place. So it's really important just to keep this in the back of your mind, and you can come back to our website in the coming months to have a look at our guides to confirmation and clearing, what you need to do, how-to guides and so forth, to make sure that you're fully prepared for that period of time, and should you find yourself in clearing, best positioned to take advantage of all of the options that are available to you here at BU or elsewhere. Once you've got your exam results, you'll be very excited and waiting to know what you need to do about coming to Bournemouth after you have your exam results. So during that period, we'll be ready to send you what we call our welcome pack, which includes a letter with your username and password, which gets you onto our systems, and a student handbook. Now, the student handbook is a really good read to start at the beginning, work your way through what happens here at the university, and it is a really great way to prepare. Your username and password is key to getting access to the university systems. First off, you need to do our online registration, and this is a very important step in your enrolment process at the university. So as soon as you get hold of that letter, get online and start your online registration. Once you have gone through that process, you'll have access to our systems, including the early access to perhaps your reading lists, some pre-arrival information and other resources that you might need to help you get going and prepared for your studies. I'm sure you'll be keen to know about your timetable, and let me tell you about how that works here at Bournemouth. Over the coming months, we prepare our timetables for all of our courses, and they'll be ready for you at the start of term. So when you do your online registration, don't be surprised if your timetable's not quite ready yet, but we'll publish it as soon as it is. And just some general thoughts from my experiences over the years working with students in higher education and preparing themselves to get to university. Now, if you've been out of study for some time, or even feel a bit rusty because your exam results were a couple of months ago, you can check out some of the online resources around study skills. You could think about doing a speed reading course. There's always lots of reading to do at university, and often much more than you would have had in previous qualifications that you've done. So looking at study skills, thinking about how to get your mind back into study mode after some time off, even if it's just a few months after your exams, or longer if you're coming back to study after a break, will be time well spent. Getting yourself familiar with the surroundings that you're going to come and live in is also a really good way to spend some time over the next few months. If you're able to, come down and visit Bournemouth over the break and get yourself familiar with the surroundings, how to get to Bournemouth and how to get around. Again, time really well spent, and help you to settle into your study and your student life here at the university.